us right now is East Palestine resident Misti Allison. She was present last night when her community voiced their demands, their concerns too. Misti, thanks for joining us right now. We've been hearing about the relocation demands, people wanting to make sure that Norfolk Southern paid for the cost of a move or lost home value. Was everyone in the room wanting to leave, or were there some people who wanted to stay? They just wanted to make sure, as we all do, that it's safe.
I think nobody wants to leave, but a lot of people feel like they are being forced to make that decision. Most people love East Palestine, myself included, and we've made conscious decisions to live here, but only if it is safe. So I know I would like to stay in East Palestine, but only if it's safe. But we don't have enough data to make those decisions. And anybody who does want to evacuate or permanently relocate really feels like they're being forced to do that. So it's just a really sad situation that we're still dealing with months later.
I believe we just showed a photo that you took, the explosion, the blast from that train derailment from your home. You could actually visually see it. There it is again. You took this from your driveway. This has to be one of the scariest things to walk out of your house and see. I mean, it feels like the worst case scenario, like a bomb went off. And I understand the community has demands about having guaranteed life Medicaid, medical examinations, but also psychiatric care. What have you and your neighbors talked about in regards to that?
I do strongly feel like there should be long-term health care coverage and monitoring for the residents of East Palestine and the surrounding area. This is something that nobody thought could happen, but it did. And so we've heard over and over again from Norfolk Southern and from the government that they are going to make it right. And this is something that isn't just a sound bite and a short-term thing. This is something that's long-term. So we need to know that the government and other organizations are going to be with us for the long haul. And that includes having this long-term health care coverage and monitoring.
I mean, long-term, according to the list of demands that Rich provided from the community, we're talking about testing to continue for no shorter than 30 years. 30 years seems like, and that's a generation. How did that number come about? I mean, was Erin Brockovich involved? Was she giving you consultation? Did you guys have independent testing? Why 30?
Well, I do have a public health background. I have a master's degree in public health, and I would say that 30 years is a very common amount for a cohort study. And so I would say that's probably why that number was thrown out and why you keep hearing that over and over again. And one thing that I do want to stress is I feel like myself and the other residents of East Palestine and the impacted areas are very much willing to be part of a cohort study and a needs assessment, but we don't want to just be test subjects. So this is something in partnership. So for instance, I would love to do, blood testing and all this other testing and whatnot to know if I am safe and if my family's safe and whatnot. But I want that data to be communicated with me and the other residents so we can make informed decisions, because we do only want to live in this area if it is safe. Right. And that's something that we still need more information about.
Well, I mean, and obviously we don't want to minimize the concerns of your community. We at NewsNation, we've certainly kept a spotlight on your town, making sure that your voices are heard. And I just want to play the scenario. I'm sure there are a lot of people watching who think, what if it's not as bad as they all think? What if testing comes up that shows that the toxicity is not as bad, or the concerns about health are not as bad? Are you hopeful? Is your community hopeful that it could actually end up being a good outcome for you and your children and your children's children? Are you positive and expectant for something like that?
I personally am hopeful, but I just really want all the testing to be done that is possible, because, knowledge is power. And so we just need to make sure that we are getting all the data possible. So last night at the community meeting, it was talked a lot about testing for these specific chemicals in singularity, but we really need to know that combined impact and that exposure, and that's something that still needs to be determined, and data needs to be brought out about that, because we don't know exactly with all of these chemicals combined what that impact is and what that long-term health exposure could be. But right. If we have that data, I do think that we can all make informed decisions. And in this day and age, I do think that it could be rectified. We just need to know everything that we're dealing with.
Misti Allison from East Palestine, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.